Greetings from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. College men's basketball is on the air this Saturday afternoon, and we've got a really good one for you in the WIAC. I am Joey D alongside my broadcast partner, Brian Butch, for the WIAC matchup tonight. A couple of teams on two-game winning streaks with the exact same records. It is Oshkosh coming in at 9-6 on the season, 3-1 in conference play against the Falcons of River Falls. They are also 9-6, but 2-2 in conference play. Let's bring in my broadcast partner, Brian Butch. And Brian, boy, you look on paper, this could be an up-and-down type of game, expecting a whole lot of points here today.
Well, you love the way that Oshkosh plays. That's the style that they want. UW-River Falls, they want to get the ball in the post and work it through the post. You're going to see a lot of back and forth, but when you look at the key points, again, it's going to be transition and then post play for River Falls.
Absolutely. River Falls comes in a two-game winning streak as they have beaten Whitewater and Stout 92-79 their last time out, and 75-70 over Whitewater. For Oshkosh, they come in over Stout and Eau Claire 83-69 and 82-66. Oshkosh averaging 82.8 points per game. River Falls 78.9 points a game. And again, a battle here at the top of the WIAC. Oshkosh tied with La Crosse at 3-1 in conference play. River Falls trying to stay pace there at 2-2, down just a little bit. But again, we are just getting started here. But a very important time here early on in conference play.
Well, it is, and you look at kind of how it's going to play out. You know what the WIAC is all about. It's great teams every night. You look at this team, La Crosse, UW-Oshkosh, Platteville, Stevens Point. Not only does Oshkosh need to take care of River Falls tonight, then all of a sudden they come back Wednesday against Stevens Point. So it's going to play itself out. You look at La Crosse versus Platteville, they're playing tonight as well. So if Oshkosh wins, there'll be two teams in first place in the WIAC.
And, of course, River Falls comes in thinking, all right, now we got a chance here because not only the defending conference champions, but also the defending national champions. So Oshkosh, of course, they've known this since they won last year, but the bullseye, especially on their back. So River Falls coming in here thinking, let's do this thing and win our third straight and knock off the defending national champions. How much more does that put as far as an emphasis?
Well, it's a huge emphasis, but the 9-6 record shows that for UW-Oshkosh. They've had some struggles throughout the year so far. And the biggest adjustment is handling how to participate in practice, how to make sure you're dialed in everything you're doing. Those are the main things that when you look at this team, they've had to learn so far, and they've taken some bumps along the road. That being said, when you get to conference play, you can change the narrative of the story, and I think that's what this Oshkosh team is trying to do.
Each team gives up about the same amount of points per game, 73.9 for Oshkosh, 74.5 for River Falls. So about the same as far as defensively what they give up. Should be a good one here tonight. Had a chance to catch up with second-year, full-year head coach Matt Lewis from Oshkosh, and you will hear from him coming up right after this. This is Titans basketball.
UW-Oshkosh Athletics. Champions train here. Learn here. Develop here. Live here. Champions win here. Titans are champions.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Welcome back to the pregame show, talking with Coach Lewis here. And Coach, a couple of wins in a row, 4 out of 5 now. How's it feel?
Feels better than it did a few months ago when we were struggling a little bit to win some of those close games. But the biggest thing is that you just continue to try and find your best basketball. And it's the last few weeks we have been playing better. I think it's our guys focused on a daily basis that has allowed that.
What has been the biggest change that you've seen?
We've just talked a lot about competing every single possession, both offensively and defensively. Some of those games that we didn't close out in November and December, you could look at a handful of possessions where if you'd just done one thing better in that moment, that could have been the game. And when you're talking, one possession or two possession games, you can look at a lot of different things. But one thing major is you just got to rebound the basketball better too. And so sometimes we can just simplify it for our guys. Rebound and defend, and let's go win some more games.
Especially here as we really start getting to go in conference play too. How much more important is that?
Yeah, every moment in the WEAC play is heightened, no doubt. I mean, you got to be on your best. It doesn't matter which team you're playing, what night. In January and February, you're going to be tested by every single team, and that's one of the reasons we love this league. I mean, if you didn't want to be tested, go play somewhere else. And our guys want to compete every single night, and that's what this league's about.
Got to ask about a national recognition here for Adam here in this past couple of days here. What's he meant to this program?
Yeah, Adam's special. I think anybody that's watched him play the last 4 years can easily see that. He has taken this program to another level, along with his teammates the last few years and his current teammates. But he can do some things at our level that not many kids can. And so as a coach, you just kind of cross your fingers and thank the lucky stars that you got a guy like that. But he is an incredible kid. It's never been about trying to get individual recognition. He's just tried to get as good as he can possibly get and help us win as many basketball games as possible.
All right, tonight, to get to the task at hand, you welcome in River Falls. What are you expecting from the Falcons?
Yeah, it'll be a physical battle. They're all about throwing the ball inside, playing through their posts, and that's the way they've been, and they've won a lot of games doing it. My 8 years now in the league, they've been pretty traditional in terms of that. So you got to defend inside out. They do shoot the ball well from three this year, and so you got to take away rhythm shots, and then they usually make a killing on the glass, and so you got to keep them off the backboard.
Averaging between the two of you about 160 points a game. Expecting a shootout tonight?
It'll be up and down. Both of us like to play with pace, but I think it'll come down to which team gets more stops and which team defends at a higher level.
Okay. Back with more of the pregame show right after this.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
UW-Oshkosh Athletics. Champions train here. Learn here. Develop here. Live here. Champions win here. Titans are champions.
The lights are down. The starting lineups are about to be presented here in Oshkosh as we're about to bring you men's basketball action on this Saturday afternoon between the Titans of UW-Oshkosh and the Falcons of River Falls. I am Joey D alongside Brian Butch. Let's go over your starting lineups. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard from River Falls coming in at 9-6 overall, 2-2 in conference play. They will go with Bryce Phillips, a 5'11 sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota. Jack Stensgaard, a junior from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. Ross Ingersoll, 6'9", a 215-pound junior from Elkhorn, Wisconsin. A 6'3", 195 sophomore from Eau Claire, Noah Hansen. And Julian Jackson, a 6'6", 215-pound senior from Minneapolis, Patrick Henry High School. So it is Phillips, Stensgaard, Ingersoll, Hansen, and Jackson under head coach Jeff Burkhoff, who is in his 14th season as a head coach of the Falcons. Now, as you can see, being introduced, let's go over the starting lineups for Oshkosh. It is the same as it has been for most of the season. They will go with several of the local guys, including 6'2" freshman from Appleton West, Will Mahoney. The 6'5", 190-pound junior from Ripon, Eddie Munch. Also, 6'4", 200-pound sophomore from Batavia, Illinois, Eric Peterson. Adam Fravert, big-time notification for him this past week. We'll get to that here in just a second. 6'8", 210-pound senior from Marshfield. And Jack Flynn, 6'8", 240-pound senior from Appleton West under second-year, full-year head coach Matt Lewis. It'll be Mahoney, Minch, Peterson, Fravert, and Flynn. And how about Adam Fravert among 100 players on the Bevo Francis Award watch list? I mean, that's a very, very prestigious award, and he is one of only 100 in the entire nation that is on this watch list for the men's basketball players, the finest overall season in Division III, Division II, NAIA, the USCAA, and the NCCAA. So among all those, that is heavy there for Adam Fravert. Just says what he's done for this program.
Well, and he's done a great job for this program, coming in averaging 18.4, 7.9 rebounds a game. You know, he's the heart and soul of this team, and when he plays well, they play well. Again, everyone knows what he's done, so the adjustment becomes what can he do when all the focus is on him. We're going to find out tonight.
Here we go. We are all set to go, and the tip is controlled by the Titans. It'll be Mahoney to set things up. Looking for Fravert early on. Getting the screen out front, dumping it down low. Nice little baby hook, but missed by Flynn. And River Falls comes away with it. An empty possession on the first one for the Titans. Here come the Falcons. Here's Bryce Phillips. He'll direct things. At 14 points against Stout in their last game. From the free throw line, Julian Jackson misses the jumper. And so each team with the ball once and empty possessions. Bounce pass down to Flynn. Big guy with a little pump fake, gets the defender up off of the floor and draws the foul.
Early on here, you see, UW-Oshkosh is trying to get Jack Flynn involved a little bit. Obviously, everybody knows, what this whole Oshkosh team does. They know what Adam Fravert brings. But to get Jack Flynn going here is going to be a real good thing. The first possession, you saw a big-to-big screen. There you just saw a side pick and roll.
And the free throw is made by Jack Flynn. Flynn on the season, 60% free throw shooter. Puts the first point on the board here this afternoon. This place gets really quiet when they get to the line. Makes them both. And it's 2-0 Titans here early on. That foul went on Ross Ingersoll, by the way, first of the game. And here comes the Falcons for the second time. Nice dump down, jump stop in the paint and scoring. Julian Jackson. He had 27 points against Stout. He has their first two here tonight. Tied up at 2. Minute 15 into this one. Down low to Flynn once again. Getting that isolation in the paint, using his size. Off the front rim, just a little too soft for Jack.
Jack did a good job of reposting there. He got the first pass in, didn't like it, kicked it out, repost, got lower position, just didn't finish the shot.
Jack Stensgaard in the corner now to Jackson. He'll swing it back out front. Stensgaard behind the back dribble. Step back jumper is good. Nice move, Jack Stensgaard. And they've got their first lead, 4-2.
Averaging 12.2 a game, but you can see why he's able to put that ball in the basket. Really, really good move there. Great balance on that fadeaway. Really good shot.
Jumper from the outside. First shot by Fravert is no good. Up for that Francis Award. The announcement made yesterday. He's been their leader all season long and last year, too. And the first turnover of the game goes on the Falcons. Expecting an up-and-down type of game. Both these teams combined averaging about 160 points a game. And we're all tied up after Eddie Minch with the little roller. His first two. And it's 4-4. Hansen looking for a cutting Stensgaard. Down low, knocked away. Good defense by Fravert. Long three ball won't go. And Mahoney comes away with it.
And we've seen it go up and down a lot, but where's the focus been for both teams? Both teams have wanted to get some paint touches, and I think that's where the success has come for both teams. There's another example of a great drive where you're able to get in the paint and score an easy layup.
Adam Fravert with the score. His first two, and they regain the lead at 6-4. Yeah, 28 points, 6 boards, 7 assists against Eau Claire. Both these teams coming in on 2-game winning streaks. In the corner, a wide open three for Phillips, and it's off the mark. Here comes Mahoney. Another rebound for the Titans. It's been a big thing for them all season long, too, the rebounding margin for them. They out-rebound their opponents by over 9 a game. Again, the isolation, and Flynn this time, the little baby hook goes. He's got 4, and the lead is 4.
And if they're not going to bring the double team on the dribble or on the catch, Jack Flynn is going to make them pay. There, no double team came. Finishes with a nice little jump hook.
The senior from Appleton West has 4. Dribble drive on the baseline. Hansen way back out front to Jackson. They'll swing it top of the key. Stensgaard loses control. Second turnover on the Falcons in transition. Up and missing the layup was Mahoney. Unable to convert on the turnover, and the Falcons get it back. 15 and a half left to play in this first half. High-paced as we expected. We got a lot of players that are wanting to check in. A lot of players wanting to get a breather. So we haven't had a whistle, really. Off the front of the rim, no good for Stensgaard, and back come the Titans. Yeah, each team with 2 players ready to come in at the first media timeout. Out front to Fravert. Off of the fingertips of Flynn. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Falcons ball. And a timeout on the court. So we will take one as well with 14:56 left to play here in this first half. It is 8-4, Oshkosh on top. This is Titans basketball.
UW-Oshkosh Athletics. Champions train here. Learn here. Develop here. Live here. Champions win here. Titans are champions.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
Back here in Oshkosh, where the Titans doubling up River Falls early on, 8-4. Joey D alongside Brian Butch here on Junior Titan Day. You remember being a junior terror and going to basketball games as a little kid?
I went to a lot of camps, no question about it. Yeah, no, it was. It's always good. Anytime I was in the gym was always a good thing, and these kids are doing the same thing. There's a reason they're playing at the collegiate level, and it's because of a lot of hard work and effort they put into it.
And again, get them going early. That's what the junior days are all about. They have one here today. Home team up 8-4, and the steal, and then knocked out of bounds by Vlotho, who checked in at that last break. David Vlotho, the senior from New Franken, went to Luxembourg Casco High School. So it'll be Falcons ball just to our left. Great courtside vantage point. Had a good crowd showing up here on this Saturday afternoon despite the early snowstorm and a shot clock violation. Another turnover on the Falcons. I have them unofficially with 3 here in the first couple of minutes of the game.
What was most impressive, more than anything, is that the ability to switch on that was really, really good. They did a fantastic job on communicating that last-second shot clock, and it results in a shot clock violation.
Nice spin move, low block, and in for Adam Fravert. That is his 4th point, and a lead up to 6. 6 minutes into the contest. Phillips looking for a cutting Stensgaard, didn't find him. We'll go down to Austin Werdine. Misses the baby hook. Werdine, the sophomore from Eau Claire, checking in at that last break. Peterson. Spin move, low block, puts it up off the glass and in. Eric Peterson, his first 2, and they extend the lead up to 8. 12-4.
Ball pressure has been very, very good here by UW-Oshkosh. Here they're going to get a hold in the post. One of the reasons UW-River Falls, they want to get the ball in the post. One of the ways that you stop other teams from getting the ball in the post is with great ball pressure, and that's what UW-Oshkosh has done so far for the first 7 minutes in this game.
That foul goes on Eddie Minch. First on the Titans in the game. Falcons ball. Nice inbound play. The quick jumper in for Bryce Phillips. Executed perfection. And that breaks the run by the Titans. Cuts the lead in half, 12-6. Reset up the offense, looking down low for Flynn. Now Flynn sets a couple of screens. Back to Flynn, gets the isolation. That's what they want. Same as a while ago. Different result. He missed it way off that time. A lot of contact. The crowd wanted something called, but nothing was. Letting him play.
Well, that's a great job by River Falls, though. They understand that Jack Flynn wants to get to that baby jump hook. They made him use his counter, and he's not nearly as good with that counter as he is going to his main move.
Driving baseline. Here's Hansen, and he scores. Noah Hansen. His first 2. He had 10 against UW Stout. Hansen, the 6'3 sophomore from Eau Claire. Brings him within 4. Peterson with it. Long 3-ball. In there! Eric Peterson. Boy, he made that one look easy. He's got 5, and it's 15-8.
And Stensgaard went under the screen. That's a guy that you want to go over on Peterson. He doesn't go over, and he makes him pay.
There's a jumper from the outside and missed by Stensgaard. Here come the Titans again, and a foul will be called on said Stensgaard. His first and the team's second. And a couple more substitutions in for both teams. Now just under 12 to go. Right in front of the Falcons bench. It'll be Titans ball. Here's Mahoney. Going to Vlotho. Down low to Flynn. He's worked a couple of times using that body. Fall away, won't go. What a rebound down low, though, by Levi Borchert. And he draws a foul. Goes on Jake Reek, his first and the third on River Falls.
And Levi does a great job. He averages 5.8 rebounds a game, but the ability for him to hit the offensive glass, bring the energy plays, as a freshman, that's what he's brought to this Oshkosh team. You know, he's done a really, really good job so far.
And a whistle on the inbound play. Going to go on Julian Jackson. It's his first, but 2 quick fouls within a matter of a second on the Falcons. Nice dump down, and Borcher traveled with it before he could go up. It was a nice move, it looked like, but Took a little bit too many steps there.
Well, and the reason he traveled is his base, and that's one of the biggest things when you look at young players is how is your base? His feet were too close together, and then he tries to gather and explode. You have no power when your feet are together, therefore it results in a travel when you do try to lift off and score.
Here come the Falcons. A quick jumper off the front of the rim for Jackson. Titans come away with it, dumping it down. Again, double teamed, and this time knocked out of his hands for Borchert. Tried to pump fake it there, but didn't work. It'll stay Titans ball. Up by 7, approaching the 11-minute mark. Almost losing it was Vlotho. They're able to reset it with 10 left on the shot clock. Into the paint. Flynn outside, Fravert. And didn't get it to go. The tap in is good.
By Vlotho. Very, very good, active and energy. Very, very energy. Great job there.
He stuck his hand up, but I wasn't sure if he was just trying to.
No, he definitely got it.
Right.
And so far he's in. He's brought great energy. There's another example of it.
Boy, he is all over this court here early on. It's going to stay Falcons ball. Although the referee, I thought I heard him yell white, white, but
they're going to
Falcons
talk
ball.
about.
He was yelling white. Our referees, Darren Boudon, Steve Lupke, and Dave Gavrish. I understand two of them are kind of replacement refs because they couldn't get here. A couple of the refs couldn't get here. It was some rough weather earlier this morning. Fall-away 3 is good. Jack Stensgaard, he's got 5, pulls him within 6. $10:15 left to play in this first half. And up and down just like we expected. On the baseline, Brian Willman has it swatted away, and they're saying it went off of him.
And, Joy, that's another example, though. We've seen 2 turnovers here just because of the balance of both players' feet.
I have each team with 3 turnovers now in the first almost 10 minutes of this one. 6-point Titan lead, but here come the Falcons. Both teams at 9 and 6 on the season. Key early conference matchup here. The kick out. 3 is blocked. Titans come away with it. Fravert hands it off to Minch. Back outside to Fravert. In the lane, and 1! Adam Fravert, his 6th point to the game, and he'll have a chance for a 7th.
Well, and it was a really good drive and attack, and he avoided the guy trying to take the charge. And I think more importantly, that was the most impressive thing, is to have the body contact and body control, to be able to go ahead and finish that midair.
So Fravert will head to the line. He's a 77% free throw shooter, averaging 18.4 points a game. And he's got 7 in this one.
And I think what UW-Oshkosh has done a good job so far. They've got 10 points in the paint of the 20. They've put an emphasis on that, and you can tell that it's really been they're executing it.
Drive and 1 for River Falls. Noah Hansen with the left-hander.
And there's a situation where you've got a down screen into a curl, and because the big doesn't step up a little bit and show any sort of body, it's going to result in that curl for a layup, because that's a tough thing for a guard to get over. That big does have to help a little bit on that situation.
Hansen, the old-fashioned three-pointer, is 70% free throw shooter. He's got 5 of their 14. Lead is 6 for the Titans, just over halfway through this first half. Here's Minch getting the screen from Fravert. Nice heavy man-to-man defense by River Falls. The drive by Mahoney, and a little bit too hard, trying to get some contact, didn't get the call. Here come the Falcons. Looking down low, nobody is home. 15 on the shot clock. One dribble by Jackson, and he was fouled on the way to the hoop. Foul's going to go on Mahoney, his first and the third on Oshkosh here in this first half. Back in after a nice breather, Jack Flynn. Nice job off the bench by Brian Willman. Giving him a breather. Lob pass way out front for the Falcons. Here's Stensgaard. Gets rid of it, finds Jackson, back to Stensgaard. Gets Flynn to come out and get him. That's a mismatch. Way out front, a wild shot, and Flynn's got the board.
Oshkosh did a good job of switching that action, and then both players guarded their yard. They made sure that they did not get beat either way.
Long three is good. Eddie Minch. He's got 5, and the biggest lead of the game is 9 now for Oshkosh. On the dribble drive. Up and in. Jack Stensgaard. He's been their leading scorer in the early going here. He's got 7. And the quick answer from the Falcons. Eight minutes left in this first half. 3 ball. Fravert from the corner. No. Tapped around, still tapped around. Playing volleyball, and falling down was Jake Reek. And they're going to say he was fouled from behind. That's why he fell down. That's on Fravert, his first. Team's 4th. I don't know. That might have been a little incidental contact. And a timeout is called. With 7:49 left to play in this first half. We'll take a break as well. Oshkosh leads it 23-16. You're watching Titans basketball.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Back in Oshkosh, Joey D. and Brian Butch. It's WIAC men's basketball contest. It is 23-16. The home Titans with the lead on the Falcons, thanks to their, so far, Brian, 50% from the field. They made 9 out of their 18 shots, and they missed a couple of really close ones. So good shooting for the Titans out of the gate here.
Well, it is, and what I like more than anything is they've taken 5 threes. They're shooting 40% from 3, but all threes have been good. And I think at times UW-Oshkosh has got a little bit of trigger happy from 3, and I think that's kind of one of the reasons you've seen this 9-6 record.
That's Falcons ball coming out of the timeout. Down low, going up strong, and a foul is going to be called. Julian Jackson. What a move on the baseline. Flynn went over and nailed him.
Yeah, and it's a situation of verticality. Sometimes that's called, sometimes it's not called. What Jackson did, though, is he went up and tried to finish it strong through the body, and because of that, it allowed him to get to the free throw line. If he goes up weak, they probably don't give him that call.
Jackson makes the first free throw. He's their leading scorer on the season, 16.5 per game. Shoots 65% from the line. And 1 for 2 this time. So he's got 3. And the lead is 6 for the Titans. 7.5 to go in this first half. The lob down low, and you could see the jersey was grabbed. Otherwise, Flynn would have easily slammed that one. The foul is on Alex Odie. That's his first, and the team's 6th here in this first half. Looking down low again, using his body. That's Jack Flynn. He's got 6.
Really good offensive set there by UW-Oshkosh. What they did is they overloaded the side, and they had that lob because they knew UW River Falls was going to front. It was wide open backside. Great pass, finished by Flynn.
Nice move behind the back, step back, and nailing it. Jack Stensgaard, he's having a half. He's got 9 points, keeping him in this, still within 6. Again, down low to Flynn. Gets the one-on-one that he wants, using his elbow and scoring. Well, Jack Flynn.
That's why defensively you don't want to reach down. When you reach down, you're going to get a foul almost 90% of the time, because what happens is you put yourself in a weak situation because you allow the offensive player to still be able to gather that ball and finish. That's what Jack just did.
Jack will head back to the line, a 60% shooter on the season. Was 2 for 2 earlier.
Jack already with 8 points, averaging 13.9. Well advanced here towards his average so far.
Had 14 against Eau Claire in his last time out. And here he's got 9 already in the first half. And he will take a seat. Willman will come back in for him. 6:45 left, opening half. Oshkosh is led, I believe, the entire way. Never really able to pull away just yet. We knew it would be this way. Nice move. Jackson down low. He's fouled and scores.
And there's 2 things that are involved there. One, the ball pressure from the guard was not great. And then as soon as the catch happened, you have to chest up with your wall, or you have to wall up with your chest. It's a situation where that didn't happen, and then he was able to walk underneath them when Willman did. And because of that, that's why it's a foul.
So Jackson hit 1 for 2 not too long ago and hits this one for the and 1. He's got 6, and that's what the lead is for Oshkosh right now. With 6:25 remaining opening half. Mahoney dumps it off to Fravert. Draws a crowd, backs away, and scores. Adam Fravert, he's already got 9. And it seems like every single time River Falls thinks they can cut in, the Titans strike right away. Jackson, the positioning down low on Borchert, and draws the foul. That's Levi's first and the 7th on the Titans. So we will shoot a bonus for Jackson, already his 4th free throw in this first half. And misses this one. Rebound to Fravert. Here's Mahoney. Back to Fravert. Nice move behind the back. Jumps up in the air. Dumps it off. Peterson 3. No. Skying for the rebound was Stensgaard. He fell down. Hopefully he's okay. He's still on the floor. And they called Fravert for the foul. That's his 2nd. You can hear the crowd behind us. They don't like it. They're just fighting for the rebound.
Oshkosh's last couple of possessions, they've ran a clear action where they've been able to go high pick and roll. Fravert with Mahoney. Mahoney's been able to dribble back to the middle. It's cleared that side open for Fravert, and they've got some really good looks out of it.
So it'll be Jack Stensgaard to shoot the 1-and-1. Makes the first. Stensgaard on the season, a 67% free throw shooter. The junior from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. Makes them both. He's having a great first half. Already 11 points, first player to double figures. Brings it back within 6. With just under 6 left to play in the first half. Borchert, the 1-on-1 on the low block. Goes one way, goes the other. Too hard, out of bounds. Turnover on the Titans. Haven't seen too many of those by either team in this first half. I have the Titans with 4. And 3 for the Falcons. Here they come, River Falls. Down low, Austin Weirdine. He's got it, and he'll drive with the left hand with the baseline. Try the reverse. That was a wild shot. He fell down. He had no chance at that one. Here come the Titans. Transition. Mahoney dumping it off. Borchard, good. Levi Borchard, his first 2.
And it started with really good defense there by Levi Borchard. He was able to show his hands the entire time. No fouls called, and he runs hard to the front rim in transition.
See Coach Matt Lewis really getting into it over there on the sideline. Defending national champion head coach. Second full year as the coach. Been here a while, though. Spin move Jackson. Up over Flynn. Little bit too hard. And again, one and done for River Falls. Chance for the Titans to extend this lead to double figures. Here's Flynn. Pump fake. In there. Jack Flynn, and the lead is double figures. He's got 11, and it's 34-24. With 4:15 left to play here in this first half. Just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here and recap things for you. Really about the way that we expected this one to go so far.
Well, you look at the way that Oshkosh has played so far. They've done a good job. They were able to get the ball there in the post with Jack. I love Jack's footwork more than anything. Jack did a really good job of making sure he was able to catch the ball first, and then his base and his balance was very good for him to explode up. Oshkosh, again, has focused a lot on getting the ball inside, and they've done a good job. And, the lead is ballooned because of that. You look at a lot of what they've done. They've got 18 points in the paint to UW River Falls 8. And that was going to be a big key in tonight's game. And so far, plus 10. And what are they on the scoreboard? Plus 10.
You know what the game plan was. Let's get it down low. And so far, so good. That's been the difference in the paint. And points off turnovers as well, favoring the Titans. Pump fake in. Austin Werdine with a nice move, drawing the foul, and he will head to the line.
Really good slice screen there by UW River Falls. He's on the wing, gets a little back screen, up screen action, slices right to the post. Did a great job of shaping up to the ball.
Foul was on Veloso, his first, team's 9th, so now River Falls in double bonus. And drawing the foul. Going to go on Reek, his second. And the team's 8th. So the bonus will be Eddie Minch. First time at the line this evening. Makes it. He's got 6 points. And into the game is Stensgaard. After the breather. He's been leading them in this first half. 11 points, and Minch hits them both. Back up to a double-digit lead, under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Stensgaard. It's the screen out front, still on the dribble. Nice ball movement, long 3. Hansen hits it. Noah Hansen from way downtown Bang. That is their second 3 of the game. That'll get you back in it in a hurry. Trying to answer, and he does! Will Mahoney. Anything you can do, I can do better. Well, answers.
It was a good answer. This is a situation this time with 3 minutes left. It is danger time for UW River Falls. You don't want this to balloon.
Approaching the 3-minute mark, back up to 10 points. That one rolls off of the foot of Werdine. Back to the Titans it goes. You're right, it's getting to that danger point right now where can't have the empty possessions and give it back to the Titans. So with that 10-point lead, which I believe is the largest of the game so far for the Titans. And they extend it. Jack Flynn, more points in the paint. And an official's timeout. Sure if there was a clock issue or something.
13 points so far for Jack Flynn, 5 of 9 from the floor. done a really good job, and now you kind of see with one foul, 2:47 left, coach is trying to, squeeze that out because you look at, what it's been so far. Fravert also has 2, so you don't want both your bigs to have 2.
Jackson, they go to their main player, and he scores. Made that one look a little bit too easy. He's got 8. And it's back down to a 10-point lead. Turnaround Mahoney. That won't go, and the Falcons come away with it. And if you're River Falls, just look for a little bit of momentum, any kind of positive here, heading into the half. Just like that. Once again, it is Jackson. When you need to get some points, get it into the hands of him.
Well, and he's done a good job of really carving out space in the post. He's done it with his hips. You see how he posts. He's able to have both hands up and show for the ball. That's a huge skill that not a lot of post players take advantage of.
That is 10 team fouls on Titans. And wiping up the court a little bit. Into the game, Keegan O'Neal, 6'8" sophomore from Delano, Minnesota. Misses the free throw, and the rebound tapped out to Peterson. Right at the 2-minute warning. Only an 8-point contest. In the corner, Mahoney will try a 3. Rims in and out. Boy, the iron unkind there. It's about as far down as the ball could go without actually going through. Jack Hummel. Front iron no good. 1 and done for River Falls. 90 seconds left in this first half. Here's Flynn. He's been the big man so far. He's got the mismatch down low. They're going to say before the shot. He'll still go to the line, but.
So there's a great example. Will Mahoney's up top. He doesn't know if he should cut or not. Anytime you've got a situation with a big that's playing as well as Jack is playing, you don't want to stand there because what you allow your defender to do is to keep jabbing at that post player. If Will just cuts through right away, he cut through late. If he cuts through right away, he has to clear his defender out with him, and it gives Jack more room where he's able to get into the move. Instead, there's a foul, which is a good thing, but with the front end now missed, you miss out on 2 points.
Was 3 for 3 at the line. His first miss. Falls gets it back. Screen out front. Stensgaard, fall away. No good. Eddie Minch will bring it up court. Exactly 1 minute left to play in this first half. Here's Flynn.
There, Will does a much better job and clears out.
It's exactly what you were just talking about. It's
the pace at which Will cut through that last time was much better than that first time.
It's almost like you played the position or something.
Well, I didn't play the guard position, but I knew I got upset if my guard didn't get out of there quick.
No, I mean down low, the post. Lost it out front. Falls regains control. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. He had more time than he thought. A wild three-pointer by Hansen. He probably could have taken a little more time, but now the shot clock goes dark and under 20 to go. And the use it or lose it timeout taken by Coach Matt Lewis. And it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here and recap things for you. 18.6 left to go here on the game clock in this first half. 43-33, so they're already well on their way to, once again, getting up into the 80s. They average 83 points a game to the Titans. The big WIAC game, a four-way tie here in the early going. We're only 4 games in. But you got La Crosse, you got Oshkosh, Platteville, and Stevens Point, all 3-1, and then River Falls right there at 2-2. Eau Claire and Stout at 1-3. Whitewater yet to get a win, 0-4 in conference play. Get a lot to be played yet this season, but got to win The home ones, you got to win the early ones. That's the case here late afternoon / this evening here for the Titans. And they'll have the last possession of the first half. Mahoney brings it across. Gets it back with 10. Strong. Move to the hoop. Was looking for Flynn, but went off of his hands and the turnover.
And that, Joey, that's a pass right there that just is too tough to make. You either throw it up or you throw a bounce pass, but a little chest pass across the top isn't the pass that needs to happen there.
I thought he could have taken it strong to the hoop. There were 3 Falls players that were coming over to get him, maybe draw the foul, and at least get a free throw out of it. Instead, the Falcons. I misspoke earlier. It'll be the Falcons that will have a chance for the final possession.
Too tough a catch for your big.
Phillips. Under 5, the fall away, and he's fouled. That's not what you want to see. Will Mahoney bumped him. That's his second. And so Bryce Phillips will get a chance to score with 2.3 seconds left. Misses the first one. Back in is Keegan O'Neal. Phillips. On the season, a 66% free throw shooter. And makes the second one. He's got 3 points in this first half.
Key here, you want to try to catch the ball going towards your basket. Don't catch it going backwards. Catch it going towards.
That's what he does. 3/4 court shot is off the rim and no good. Oh, boy, this place would have gone nuts if Mahoney would have made it. But instead, we go to the half. Our halftime score, 43-34. Oshkosh leading River Falls. Joey D and Brian Butch with you. And Brian, first half thoughts?
Well, I think the battle of the paint has gone Oshkosh's way, and that's why, in general, they've got this 9-point lead. Been very important as far as the way they've gotten the ball in the point. They've fed Jack Flynn. Jack Flynn has been playing really, really good basketball today. He's taken his time in the post. He's read the defense. He's understood when to go score, when to pass it out. That's been really good. They did a better job defending Jackson in the post. Jackson got going towards the end, but Fravert and Flynn were in some foul troubles. So that's, you saw kind of, Jackson take advantage of the young freshman, Borkart. And so you see that's kind of the storyline. A good first half, though, for UW-Oshkosh.
Yeah, River Falls, 4 players with 2 fouls here in this first half. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as we head into the second half. We'll have your halftime stats for you and, of course, bring you all the action of the second half. It's 43-34. Oshkosh on top of River Falls. We'll take a timeout here from some of our sponsors and back with more. You are watching Titans basketball.
UW-Oshkosh Athletics. Champions train here. Learn here. Develop here. Live here. Champions win here. Titans are champions.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Zane!
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Bringing it back here to Oshkosh on the campus of University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. It is men's college basketball tonight in the WIAC as Oshkosh hosting River Falls. I'm Joey D alongside Brian Butch. And it's been all home team here in the first half. River Falls chipped away a couple of different times, but Oshkosh has always had an answer. 43-34 is your halftime score thanks to the down-low play of Jack Flynn. How about 15 points for Jack Flynn? Brian, it just seemed like every time that obviously was the game plan. Just dump it down to him. He's had the one-on-ones. I don't know why they haven't tried to maybe double team him maybe? Is that maybe a halftime adjustment that River Falls can make?
Well, yeah, and I think that's possibly one of the adjustments that they take advantage. In the end, Jack's done a good job of reading it. He hasn't, because the double team hasn't come, he's had the chance to be patient. You know, if you're River Falls, you try to maybe speed him up a little bit. He's had a great first half. He's got 15 points on 6 of 10 shooting. So you're going to have to try to change some sort of looks up.
Also 9 points for Adam Fravert, their leading scorer. He's had 9 points and 3 rebounds. 7 points for Eddie Minch, 5 for Eric Peterson, and 2 apiece for Vlotho and Borchert. 3 for Will Mahoney as well. For River Falls, they have 2 guys in double figures. Julian Jackson, their leading scorer, has 10, but it's Jack Stensgaard. He's got 11 points. But the big thing, though, you look at that, and they're one of the tops in the country. I know they're one of the top, I want to say in the top 70 or so in the country for Oshkosh in differential as far as rebounds. They out-rebound their opponents so far this season by almost 10 rebounds a game. And here so far in the first half, 20-12. So getting it done again on the boards.
Yeah, and the thing about that's the most impressive thing is 0 offensive rebounds for UW River Falls. They've done a good job of cleaning up the glass, allowing 1 shot for UW River Falls, and that's one of the reasons that they're winning.
Big one, too. We mentioned this more than once of points in the paint. Of course, a lot of them coming from Jack, but 22-14 here in the first half for points in the paint. Turnovers, not very many. Each team with only 4. So pretty clean played first half, just up and down the court. And so what are we looking at here for the second half, Brian? What do you think?
Well, I think adjustment-wise, as far as if you're UW Oshkosh, you got to continue just to defend. Don't, because you have a lead, take away your energy and effort on the defensive end. If you're UW River Falls, try and make the looks. Jack Flynn gets a little bit tougher. So we also want to give a shout-out to Emily, UW Oshkosh's biggest fan who's not here today, but we're thinking of you, Emily, and good luck with everything.
Absolutely. We are just about ready for second half play. It will be River Falls possession right here in front of us, courtside. Matt Hendrickson, our producer. Adam Van Handel, the camera guy here this evening. Beautiful night for some basketball. Big-time sports weekend here in the state of Wisconsin, no doubt about it. It's River Falls to possess the basketball first. We'll try and get off to some kind of quick start here. Nice defense to start out. They double down low. Somebody's open out front. Phillips, nice pump fake in the lane. The floater goes. Bryce Phillips, a pretty move.
And there's no reason to go at the shot fake and leave your feet. I always close out with good balance on your closeouts, and then you're not going to leave a wide open lane. As soon as Mahoney left his feet, now you're playing 4-on-5.
That goes on Noah Hansen. That's his first, and, of course, the first here of the second half as we're only 36 seconds in. In a 7-point contest. Been a good one so far. Fun atmosphere. You know, Junior Titan night. Had a Junior Titan. Did he win it? He won a television there at halftime, didn't he?
He did.
Well, that's something. Oh, man, Flynn misses the little bunny there down low. Haven't seen that too much here tonight from him. And so they do not score on their first possession of the second half. He had 15 in that first half. All of them coming down low in the paint. There's a baby hook. That's missed by Ross Ingersoll. He is yet to score tonight, one of the starters. In the lane, off the glass and in, Will Mahoney. He had a 3 beyond the arc in the first half, a chance for the old-fashioned 3 here.
And what's the toughest thing when you come into your freshman year? Is it the offensive side or it's the defensive side? It's the defensive side. You see there offensively, it's going to come to him. That's what Will does really, really well. Is now what can he do on that defensive end, and can he be consistent on that defensive end?
Makes the free throw. He's got 6 points. And again, a double-digit lead for the Titans up at 10. They're looking down low. Can't get anything to go, though. Now they finally do. Blocked away. Fravert with the block. There are 3 seconds on the shot clock. They got to get it off. They do, but that's going to go nowhere. A shot clock violation. And the 5th turnover of the game on River Falls. A good possession defensively with a couple of blocks. Eric Peterson with the drive and score. He's got 7. Back up to a dozen for the lead.
Both scoring drives for UW-Oshkosh last 2 possessions have been straight line drives. That's why they've been able to get to the basket so early.
Again, they're looking for the isolation down low.
They're the double team.
There it is. That's what we talked about at the half, and it worked that time. Misses the turnaround jumper. Because I don't recall them doing that too much in the first half.
They didn't double team at all.
Oh. No, that's what was said in the locker room. 14th year head coach Jeff Burkhoff. There's a shot. No good. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Titans ball. Up by 12 with 17-12 left to play in this second half. Little pressure in the backcourt. And now they kind of back off. It'll be Fravert to bring it across the timeline. Minch hands to Peterson for 3. Fight underneath. Flynn gets the positioning and the rebound and the foul, and hopefully he's okay. Oh, they call it on Jack. That's his second. Team's first here of the second half. Wow. You might be able to hear some of the crowd behind us. That was on Jack? They both hit the floor really hard, but the one referee said Jack had him hooked. So it's Falcons ball. They'll try and take advantage of Jack not being in there. A little bit too hard. One and done for the Falcons. Fravert to Minch. Back to Fravert. He'll take the 3 and hit it. Adam Fravert. He's in double figures now at 12. And a 15-point lead for the Titans. And they answer with the 3. Jack Stensgaard. He's got 14 points, his second 3 of the night. A quick answer. Back down to a dozen for the lead. Here's Minch. Backing down the defender. Fall away. Jumper is good. Eddie Minch. He's got 9. And again, just score after score after score in the last minute or so. Jackson. Jump stop. Won't go.
Possibly could have been a foul there, but because of the lack of the ball pressure up top, it led to an easy post entry. Oshkosh dodges a bullet.
3 by Fravert is no good, and it goes off of the fingertips of Ross Ingersoll. It'll stay Titans ball. And a timeout is called on the court, and so we will take one as well. 15:38 left to play in the second half. Oshkosh up 53-39. You are watching Titans basketball.
UW-Oshkosh Athletics. Champions train here. Learn here. Develop here. Live here. Champions win here. Titans are champions.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Jane!
I gotta love the timeout shenanigans that go on when they bring the crowd down, play some games.
Yeah.
That was almost too easy.
It was, right?
They
No question.
Made them choose some songs, and, well, pretty much everybody was shouting out what every song was. Oh, that was fun, though. Fun game going on, 53-39. 15:38 left to play in the second half. Titans have been in control pretty much the entire contest. Fall away by Fravert. No, but Flynn is back in there and doing what he did in the first half, scoring. He's got 17 now. Ball's unable to do anything whenever he was on the bench. Kind of shaking up a little bit on that last play, too, but it looks like he's all right. Tap, 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 no, and coming down with it, Vlotho.
You loved how all 5 for UW-Oshkosh went into rebound. That's why they were able to secure the rebound.
That's why they out-rebound their opponents by almost 10 all season long. Borchert in a little bit of trouble there and then backs it out. Sets a hard screen for Fravert. Boy, there's a lot of pushing going on Flynn down low. They're letting him play, though. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 ball, good. Adam Fravert from downtown. He's got 15 points. And the lead is 19, the biggest of the night. Trying to answer. Quick 3 by Stensgaard. That won't go. Titans looking to really pull away in this one. And it's good. Levi Borchert with the easy 2.
Great look by Fravert there, but what Levi Borchert did is just worked underneath the defense. And because he worked underneath it, he's rewarded with an easy basket.
They're making this one look easier than I'm sure that it is. Up by 21 now, and not anymore. The basket's good by Ingersoll. His first 3 points of the game. And on that note, the Falcons will take a timeout, just a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here and recap things for you. 14:02 showing on the clock, 60-42. So we've already had 102 points scored in this game. Both teams coming in averaging 82.8 and 78.9. So we knew it would be high scoring. But Oshkosh really starting to pull away here in the second half, Brian.
Well, they've done a good job continuing to rebound the basketball. They've scored the ball in the paint. Because they've scored the ball in the paint, they've done a good job of overall, hitting some outside shots now, and it's all kind of trickled down. So I think it's been a really, really good job there for UW-Oshkosh.
Speaking of rebounds, how about 31-15, including 25 defensive rebounds for the Titans. That's been a big story as to why they're up by 18. And counting. Plenty of time to play in this one, though. Here's Minch. He just checked in at that timeout. Baseline goes and one. Eric Peterson.
And anytime you get stopped watching a shooter and watching the action, you make yourself susceptible to a backdoor cut. There was the backdoor cut. Great read by Peterson.
Peterson steps to the line. Only a 42% free throw shooter on the season, but he hits that one for the N1.
Now he banked it in, so, I mean, there's a reason he's a 42% three-point free throw shooter.
Still counts on the scoreboard as a point. He's in double figures now with 10. Fall away 3 on the baseline, no. Borchert runs it down. Speaking of off and running, no basket for Vlotho. before the shot. He was fouled on by Hansen, his second. That's the fourth team foul now on Falls. Peterson again trying to add to his total. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Driving hard. Here's Reek taking it to the rack. And now we'll head to the line. Goes on David Vlotho. That is his third. Only the second on the Titans here in the second half, though. So Reek will step up to the charity stripe and get his first point of the night. Mahoney checks back in.
Well, there's a situation defensively for UW-Oshkosh, though. They just, because of the lack of communication, results in a foul.
Jake Reek, 15 games. That's his first 2 free throws, if I'm reading the stats right, for Jake Reek. And he hit them both, so, hey, 100% on the season. And it's a 19-point advantage for the Titans. Approaching the 13-minute mark. Swinging it around, looking for Flynn. They find him. Gets that one-on-one. Are they going to double him? They don't. Nobody comes to help in the paint, but he missed a shot. Outlet pass by River Falls. They look to run. And gun. Ingersoll misses, though. Rebound Mahoney. Looking for Flynn, and he threw it away. A rare turnover on Oshkosh. Haven't had too many of those in this game, believe it or not. Knocked out of bounds by Jack. It'll stay River Falls ball.
There's a situation prior to that. Jack Flynn's makes a post move with no balance, and it kind of ricochets off the backboard, and you have a turnover. If you're Oshkosh, you want to get good possessions on the offensive end.
Only 6 for the Titans, only 5 for the Falcons as far as the turnover category. Both coaches got to be okay with that. Long three, Phillips. Favorite there for the board. He's covered up right away by Phillips. Makes him pick up his dribble, but he found Quinn Steckbauer, who's in the game now. 6-foot freshman from Merrill. There's a little runner, no good for Minch. Not the best shot for him, and in transition, Falcons going to have to back it out. A little bit too wild for Hansen. Out of Phillips, under 12 to go. Right in front of their own bench. And their head coach, Jeff Burkhoff, in his 14th season. Long three. Ingersoll misses. And another miss, this time at the other end. There for the board was Willman, and he's blocked away. Had the right idea, take it right back up, but had 2 defenders right in his face. Austin Werdine back into the game. Here's Phillips in the right corner. Back out front, Tariq. Step back, won't go.
Oshkosh has done a very, very good job on the defensive end. They've been able to get stops. Offensively, they haven't executed great, and this is why you're going to see that timeout by Coach Matt Lewis. But defensively, they've been able to defend, which is why you haven't seen this lead decrease.
Full timeout called by Oshkosh. We will take one as well. 63-44 your score. You're watching Titans basketball.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Back here in Oshkosh, on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, Joey D alongside Brian Butch. The home team has been in control the entire game, really pulling away here in the second half. At the half, it was 43-34. We sit at 63-44 right now. There's been 95 shots taken in this one, Brian. Only 35%.
Great set in action here. It's the same thing. They ran back to it earlier in the first half. They would go back to it here in the second half. They clear that whole weak side knowing that River Falls is going to front. And then Jack Flynn does a great job of letting the front happen.
That's exactly what you want to see coming out of a timeout, too. That's exactly what they drew up, I'm sure. Way off the mark is Jackson. He is having an off night. Got 10 points, but they all came in that first half. Yet to score here in the second. Long three, Minch. No good. Titans still shooting 50% from the field. Thus, the 21-point advantage. Halfway through this second half. Dribble drive by Reek. He'll kick it outside. Hansen with the jumper. Here's Mahoney in transition. Pretty crossover. Will Mahoney. He's got 8 points. Biggest lead of the game is now 23. They got to get Jackson going if they want to get into this one at all. He doesn't really attack the hoop at all, but this guy does. Ross Ingersoll. He's got 5, and all of them coming here in this second half. The Titans with that quick answer. Will Mahoney again. 4 quick points for him. He's in double figures. 69-46, and we still got 9 minutes left to play. There's Hansen. He's got 10. They're just going up and down and shooting and shooting. And, the rare turnover as soon as I say that. Turnover on the Titans.
That's just a simple, turnover, lack of communication between the two. And it's not a vocal communication there, but it's a nonverbal as far as just knowing what each other are going to do. There, if Jack rolls a little bit harder, Minch is able to hit him. If Minch waits a little bit longer, he's able to hit Jack. So it's kind of a twofold thing there.
Only the 7th turnover on Oshkosh. The kick out for the 3 in the corner, and it's good.
So when you've got a drive going baseline, you want to try to get your back to the baseline so that pass doesn't happen. Because he doesn't get deep enough, that pass happens, and it results in a 3.
Alex Odie hit it, a junior from Chautauqua, and the other end, a foul goes on Ben Reck-Siedler. Easy for me to say. Team's 5th. Fall away, and he got nothing.
Good scouting there by UW River Falls. They realize that they're going to try to clear that side out so that Fravert has a chance to drive, but they don't let it happen.
Nice entry pass to Ingersoll, but he can't connect. They've had some good looks down near the basket, just not dropping for them. They're only shooting 38% in the ballgame. There's the kick out. Fravert, 3. No. A little bit too hard. He's got 2 of those in this second half. Couldn't get the 3rd. 7:45 left to play. Titans in command. Several substitutions set to come in at the next horn. Down low, baby hook for Alex Odie. Again, near the basket, and they don't get it to drop through. Mahoney has it knocked away, and turn it over for only the 8th time. And a timeout is called by Jeff Burkhoff and the River Falls Falcons. Again, both teams coming in on 2-game winning streaks. Oh, he switched it to a full. So we will take a break as well. 69-51, 7-14 left to play in this one. Back after this, you're watching Titans basketball.
UW-Oshkosh Athletics. Champions train here. Learn here. Develop here. Live here. Champions win here. Titans are champions.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Thanks for tuning in tonight on our YouTube channel. And stay tuned for future Oshkosh games as well. I believe I'll be here again on Wednesday night for the Stevens Point game. Looking forward to that one as well, as the Titans here looking for win number 10 on the season, looking for win number 4 out of 5 in conference play. And it's looking pretty good, up 69-51 with just over 7 minutes left to play. Here's a quick jumper by Hummel. And again, one and done for River Falls. They have just been off the mark for most of the night. Late afternoon. Another turnover as Jack was looking down low, but it was intercepted by the Falcons. This one's loose, and now they exchange turnovers. And how about another? We'll have another. And points in transition, Alex Odie. He's got 5, and now a official's timeout. Hobbling off is Eddie Minch. That's not a good sight for right now.
Rolled his ankle, which led to the turnover. It's one of those things that you hate as a player. You hate getting the turnover, then you hate getting injured. It's a double whammy for you.
Well, hopefully he's all right. We'll keep an eye on that. He is walking towards the locker room.
But more importantly, down to a 16-point game. Still sounds like a big lead, but Oshkosh is kind of taking the pedal off the metal just a little bit, and they've got to look to attack on the offensive end and continue to still guard on the defensive end.
And back-to-back turnovers. They got to protect the ball a little bit more. And that's the way you do it. Levi Borchard attacking and drawing the foul.
Good side pick-and-roll action between two freshmen with Borchard and Mahoney.
That's a third on Alex Odie. 6 now on River Falls in this second half, so we'll be shooting free throws the last 6:17 of this half, and Borchert will have his first free throw of the game, and he hit it. Hit every part of the rim. Give him 7 points, and it's back up to a 19-point contest, right? River Falls had started to chip away just a little bit. There's a block. It'll stay Falcons ball. With 6:04 left to play. River Falls with 3 timeouts left. Oshkosh with 4. I think we still have a media timeout coming as well. There's a whistle right after the inbound play. And they get Flynn for pushing off. It's his third personal and the third also on Oshkosh here in this second half. 6 minutes exactly left to play. They'll swing it in triangle baseline with Reek instead backing it out for the 3, and it bounces off the top of the backboard. And it goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Falcons.
You love the balance that UW-Oshkosh has had tonight. They've got Mahoney has 10, Peterson has 10, Fravert has 15, Jack Flynn has 19. It's really, really good. The ball is moving around and the ball is being shared. That's why they've got 72. They're averaging 82 with still 5 left. I have a funny feeling they're going to be pretty close to that average.
Should have no problem getting it. Double team. Gets rid of it. Another double team. Now they'll back it out wisely, but under 10 to go on the shot clock. Levi with a shot and connects. Levi Borchert, the long three, and that got this crowd going. At the other end, a quick runner, Ben Rexseidler.
That was a big-time three there by Levi Borchert. That also puts him in double digits for the night. Not known for his outside shooting. Kind of surprised the bench, but great response.
The runner goes for Adam Fravert. He's got 8 in this half, 17 overall, nearing his average of 20 a game. There's a foul. That's going to be called on Eric Peterson. That's his first, only the 4th on the Titans. It was a nice quick move by Jake Reek to draw that foul. Keegan O'Neal checks back in. 6'8" sophomore. 4:45 left to play, a 22-point advantage. Oshkosh in control and taking it away. The lob pass is good. Adam Fravert scores again, and that was team basketball. Everybody touching it, nobody dribbling it. They connect at the end of it, and they've got their biggest lead of the night with 4:36 left to play. It is 79-55. Back after this on Titans basketball.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Back to play here in Oshkosh, a 24-point lead for the home team, 79-55. We still got over 4 minutes left to play in this one. Baby hook is no good by Alex Odie. And here come the Titans. Will Mahoney, his second three-pointer of the game. Yeah, we can almost put a spork in this one, Brian.
Like the sport comment. Yeah, I like it.
I don't want to do the dagger just yet or anything like that. It's a sport because it's a possibility still.
Are you a fan of the sporks?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
Another three. Knocked down by Mahoney. Back-to-back threes for Will. 13 points in this half, 16 points of the game for Will Mahoney. Came in averaging 11 and a half, so he's well over that, especially with those back-to-back threes. And, Brad, it's a 30-point game now.
Yeah, it
was just
exploded.
16.
It exploded quickly, but Oshkosh, again, they were getting – their offense wasn't great for a chunk there. And then what they do is they still were able to defend so that the lead didn't balloon. It stayed around that 19 continually. And then what happened is it's just simply they got some threes that were able to knock those down. But all started with great post play to start the game out early. And then because of the lead, it takes a little bit of the pressure off. Guys are able to make more threes, and now you've seen this lead balloon to 30.
They're shooting 53% from the field, 34 out of 64. That'll win you a lot of ball games, especially when you're doing it from downtown as well. They've hit 8 3-pointers. That's a big thing, too. The fact that River Falls is missing so many shots, I'd say within 3 feet of the basket. That goes on Nick Otto, who's into the game.
Former Appleton Xavier.
Yeah. 6'4" freshman from Xavier. And with under 10 seconds on the shot clock in the corner. 3 off the side of the rim is no good. And Brandon Whiteside also in. 6-foot sophomore from Lombard, Illinois. Glenbard South High School. And he takes it to the hoop and scores as soon as we talk about him. Whiteside with his first 2. The lead is 32. They just doubled the lead within about a 2-minute span. It was 16, and with a snap of a finger, it's 32. Now they're knocking on that century mark. Can they get there? Under 10 on the shot clock. Out of 5 to 3 by O'Neal. They'll look to push. Swing it in the corner to Whiteside. Entry pass down low to Levi. Cross court. The skipper to Otto. No good for Nick. 2-minute warning of this one. All Oshkosh from pretty much the tip. River Falls kept it close early on. He just threw it right to Eric Peterson. That's how this game is gone for the Falcons. They'll have a substitution timeout.
Well, and, when you look at what Oshkosh has done, I thought obviously it defended really well, but you look at this team, UW River Falls, they're averaging, 78.9 points at 55 points with 2 minutes left. Defensively, they did a very, very good job defending what River Falls was trying to get into.
Jake Zeitler, 6'4" senior from Luxembourg, Casco. Jason Price, the 6'2" senior from Crystal Lake, Illinois. And Tommy McGlynn, 6'2" junior from Stoughton. All getting play here in the final 2 minutes, and Tommy McGlynn. He scores his first 2 of this one. With 90 seconds left to play. There's a long 3. Tapped around and ripping down the rebound, and a held ball is going to be called. But you got to love it. Jason Price going after it, making every bit, every second you can as far as playing time. Price only his 3rd game. McGlynn only his 3rd game. Otto only his 6th game. Steckbauer in his 8th game. Making the most of the opportunities, though. Here's Otto, the 3. No good. And the final 60 seconds until this one is in the books. Doubt they get to that triple-digit mark, but still. Going to go down as a W, and that will go down as an and-1 here for Ben Rexseidler. Price commits the foul. It's the 6th on Oshkosh. Rexseidler, his 4th point. And there's his 5th point. The old-fashioned 3-point play.
Well, and you still, if you're a coach, you still want to make sure that they execute correctly. This is one of those things you don't want to see. I know guys don't get a lot of game reps, but in practice they continue to work on this. You don't want to see the careless turnovers.
Spencer Koneshki scoring. He came in off of the bench. Freshman from Midgey, Minnesota. 3 is no good by Whiteside. 20 seconds left. Crowd coming to their feet. Nice entry pass to the big guy down low, and Konechny. The last 4 points here for the Falcons. And that should do it. Dribbling out the clock is Price, and that will do it. The Titans win their 3rd in a row, their 10th of the season, as they defeat River Falls here tonight by a score of 89-62. How about some final thoughts on this one, Brian Butch?
Yeah, I think biggest thing was UW-Oshkosh got going early, and they got going early in the paint. They ended up with 48 points in the paint.
Say that one more time.
48 points in the paint,
wow.
And UW River Falls at 24. Let me correct that, 26. 48-26 they win. Then that got everything else going. Here's the other number that's impressive, total rebounds. They out-rebound, Oshkosh out-rebounds River Falls by 22 points. They have 49 total rebounds, 40 defensive rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds to 27 total rebounds for UW River Falls. So they dominated the point. They took care of the rebounding battle that was there. And because you were able to do that, it had opened up some outside looks. And then they started to hit those outside looks in the second half. And then when they started hitting the outside looks, it really ballooned. The lead did. And that's why you see such a huge margin of victory.
Yeah, how about you hit not just the outside looks, but a lot of the inside ones too. 52% they shot from the field, 36 out of 69 shooting. It's almost like they just could not miss. I mean, literally making every other basket in or out to an 89-62 victory. Thanks a lot to that inside play by Jack Flynn. Not as big of a second half. He had 15 in the first. He ends up with 19 overall for Jack Flynn, one of several players that were in double figures for Oshkosh. How about 19 for Fravert, 19 for Flynn, 16 for Mahoney, 10 for Peterson, and 10 for Borchert. 5 players in double figures. And by the way, Minch, 9 points. We hope that he's okay. He walked off gingerly late in the contest. But just all around, just everybody getting touches, everybody scoring. Fravert to double-double again, 19 points, 11 boards, 10 of them defensively. 49-27 overall on the rebounding margin. Something that we talked about at the beginning of the game. They are one of the best in the country in rebounding margin, outscoring their opponents by almost 10 boards a game. They will up that average, no doubt about it. Well, that was a fun one.
It was. Listen, and anytime you share the ball like UW-Oshkosh did, you're going to have success. That's more than anything is what they did. They got many people involved. They moved the ball around the perimeter, and because of that, you get a quality win in the WIAC.
This was a 43-34 game at the half. Oshkosh outscores them 46-28 in the second half. Next up for them, they will be taking on Stevens Point, and we will have the broadcast for you right here. Be courtside for you. I believe it's a 7 o'clock start on Wednesday night. Titans moved to 10-6 overall, 4-1 in conference play. The Falcons, they dropped to 9-7, 2-3 in the WIAC. So the Titans, for the current time being, are atop the WIAC, but there's a lot of other games that are going on as well. All right, for our producer, Mr. Hendrickson here, Matt, and also our camera guy, Adam Van Handel. Brian Butch, my broadcast partner, I am Joey D, bidding you farewell from Oshkosh, where the home team wins their 10th of the season as they down River Falls. Final score again, 89-62. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.